Man, films like this restore my faith in Indian cinema. Welcome back to Rewatched, and today we'll talk about Jaane Tu ya Jaane Na. Yeah, if this film were a person, I would hug them and never let go, with their consent, of course. This one's like an instant mood uplifter. It's like listening to AP Dillo at the gym when you're having a really shitty day, but you suddenly find yourself hitting new PRs. But it's also sad because इसको देखने के बाद my standards have skyrocketed and I don't think I can date anyone who's not Jai. But where the hell will I find such a perfect cutie? Let's start with the friend circle. Their nicknames sound like Tinkle comic characters. Chotu, Motu, Patlu, Rotlu. What? Besides that, everything about them is so real and natural, and the casting is impeccable. You feel like you've probably been part of a group like this at some point in life. And can we take a moment to pay homage to the banger that Pappu Can't Dance Sala was? But wait, this is why I don't trust subs.
But Pappu can't dance Sala.
How does Sala translate to baby? That's like teaching some Firang Hindi, but you're actually just teaching him galis. Then Rotlu drinking Coca-Cola on the rocks when he finds out Meow's parents are setting her up with Jai.
Coca-Cola on the rocks.
I feel like this whole video is just gonna be me gushing over all the things that I found wholesome in this film. But wait, Aditi calls her parents peachy and pumpkin. Maa baap hai ya ice cream flavor? I love Amit, what a character. Jai gets that Amit only insults him around Aditi to elicit a reaction from her, basically for her attention, because her world seems to revolve around Jai now, unlike the old times when Amit hung out with his sister all the time.
इसने शुरू किया.
That's his life.
How mature. When I was in college, all I used to think about was break कब मिलेगा and टपरी में जाके चाय कब पियेंगे. Also, Aditi picks him up and drops him. Talk about defying gender roles. This is the kind of pair which has no idea how much each means to the other. The whole world ships them except themselves. Aditi के parents तक ने Jai को घर बुला लिया उससे शादी की बात करने के लिए, which is when they realize they need to see other people. So they decide to find a partner for each other, because in that case the partner won't have an issue with how close Jai and Aditi are. So cute. They go to a bar where they meet two horse riders in cowboy outfits who seem to be harassing a girl who catches Jai's attention. So since his mom is absolutely anti-violence and has made sure to drill that into his head, he defends her by pretending she gave him an STD and then says,
Thanks. डरो मत. ये बीमारी छूने से नहीं फैलती.
STD awareness for the win. How respectful yet smart and funny. I can't. My heart broke like 30 times while watching this film because मुझे Jai नहीं मिलने वाला.
कल मैं जेम्स बॉन्ड देखने जा रही हूँ. अकेली जा रही हूँ. अगर वहाँ कुछ हुआ तो तुम रहोगे ना?
ले लो यार, मेरा feminism नहीं चाहिए मुझे. I also want to be a cute damsel in distress who has a Jai come and rescue her. So they start going out. Aditi wants a man who's chauvinistic and aggressive and violent. Why does she show up outside the hall where Jai is going to watch a film with Meghna? She's clearly jealous and she keeps checking them throughout the film. Red flag. But at this point, I really started shipping Meghna and Jai. But yeah, she's mad delusional.
What's this?
What's this क्या? हथकड़ी है?
रुकना यार.
ये एक पुरानी तोप है.
Wow.
If someone played What's This with me, I would just walk away. Jai's mom is so cool. How does she know who actually likes whom in the group where the members themselves don't know? Plus, she advocates against police brutality so ahead of time. This is when we see Jai's first borderline violent side when the police dude is rude to his mom. So basically, Jai ka baap was some Rathod king who died fighting, and Savitri has tried protecting him from that throughout his life. Dad Rathod keeps fighting with mom over this, which is extra cute. There's 3 conditions for a Rathod kid to become a mard.
एक, वो घोड़े पर सवार होगा. 2, वो किसी की हड्डी पसली एक करेगा. 3, वो एक बार जेल जाएगा.
I love how Mala's gotten so invested in the story because I totally relate.
जय ये कभी नहीं कर सकता था. No? Did he?
Also, did I mention that I want to date Jai? So Jai goes to meet Meghna's parents and realizes how delusional she is because her parents' marriage is a hot mess and she's in complete denial about it. इसके बाद से he gradually distances himself from her emotionally. 10 points for drawing boundaries after spotting a massive red flag. Meanwhile, Aditi meets Sushant Modi, the perfect guy for her. Ticks all the boxes of toxic masculinity and being a closeted, abusive misogynist, but she doesn't know that yet, so they get engaged. Until one day they bump into Meghna, who tells her that Jai broke up with her, and a turn of events lead to Sushant slapping Aditi. Of course, the best part of the film ensues जब जय वो मर्द बनने की 3 conditions को पूरे करने वाला है. He goes and hits Sushant after finding out that he hurt Aditi, then gets arrested and meets the cowboys who happen to be his distant cousins. Turns out they were deliberately committing crimes क्योंकि उन्हें भी वो conditions meet करने थे arrest होने के लिए. But why the cowboy costumes? Was a Mexican standoff also one of the conditions they had to meet? Anyway, I love this twist. So now, Jai has to reach the airport before Aditi flies off to New York. But he has no time, so obviously the cowboy cousins lend him their horse. In the meantime, Dad Rathod is doing a whole dance routine at home, and Mom's reaction after seeing him riding. Then the iconic bunch of shenanigans Jai does after reaching the airport. See, I know this is very unrealistic, but I don't care. I would like to believe that there is a world where someone will jump into an X-ray luggage scanning tube at the airport to see me, and I'd like him to be Jai, thanks. And when the music starts playing and he's reaching out to her in slow motion, I'm dying. Hamilton ain't got nothing on this. And then he sings the song to her. Just pronounce me dead already, man.
Jaane Tu, ya Jaane Na.
Bro, but she must be like really rich for her parents to be so cool with her bailing on a flight to New York. Have you noticed the last scene where a man is sitting with a poster that says Mr. Goddo? Samuel Bennett wrote a play called Waiting for Mr. Goddo. Isme there are 2 characters who happen to be waiting for some Mr. Goddo, but neither of them knows what he looks like. So even if he arrived, they wouldn't recognize him. This could be a metaphor signifying that Jai and Aditi हमेशा से एक दूसरे को प्यार करते थे, but if the events that had transpired hadn't, they wouldn't have realized it. Plus, Nasiruddin Shah, who plays Dad Rathod, created a theatre group जिसका सबसे पहला play था Waiting for Godot at Prithvi Theatre in 1979. You're welcome for the random trivia. Anyway, the story is so simple, but it's been told so brilliantly that I wish I could live in it. Also, how can we miss this iconic moment where Ritesh Deshmukh beat up Sushant Modi for hitting Aditi?